Hello and welcome to the I Am Every Woman podcast with Tamika Young. Tonight, I was originally supposed to be speaking about marriage and me being a wife, but we have a change of plans. Tonight, I'm talking about how my motherhood was tested. Enjoy. So, as I said in the intro, originally tonight's podcast was supposed to be me speaking about my title as a wife or about marriage, period. But I decided to put that off until next episode because something happened right after I finished the motherhood episode. And it was so crazy because I had just finished doing this episode and talking about how I wanted to create a safe space for my children where they can come to me and talk to me and trust me and tell me the good and bad, no matter what they're feeling, where I wanted them to be okay with asking questions and being aware of certain things and all that good stuff, right? So right after that happened, something happened within my household. Now, I'm not going to go into detail because I still want to protect my children. That is my very first job in anything or any situation, is protect my children. And so I won't go into detail, but I will share some of it. So my daughter was with her dad for the weekend, and so I bought her some new sheets for her bed. And so usually, she changes her own sheets and cleans her own room and everything, but I was like, when she come home, no telling what time it's going to be, just wanted them to already be done for her when she got home. So I decided to put new sheets on her bed and just have her bed ready or whatever the case may be. And I was taking the sheets off the bed and I realized there was a note under her pillow. Now, at first I wasn't going to read it. I felt it was like maybe it was a journal entry or something that she was writing, poetry or whatever the case may be. But then I saw that it was addressed to me. And so I went ahead and read the note. And I finished reading it. And then I read it again. And again. And again. I think I read it maybe like 5 or 6 times. And all I can think of is I had no idea my baby felt that way. And I thought, why didn't she come to me? Why didn't she talk to me? And I thought about, was there ever a time where I made her feel like she couldn't come talk to me? And I was like, no, I tell her, like, talk to me, I would ask her, how her day was, or, if I got a certain vibe from her, I would ask her what's wrong or what she was thinking about. And she would always tell me nothing. And then I thought about where I was and how I felt about my life when I was her age. And I thought about the circumstances and how things were and how life had changed for me around that age and how I hated my life. I hated my life when I was my daughter's age. But then I thought about how hard I worked so that her circumstances and her environment and the way that she's being brought up is completely different from mine. And so I started questioning, like, why does she feel this way? Like, why would she, feel this way, or what happened? And I'm starting thinking about situations or different things that came up within the past year. And I'm like, why would my baby feel like this? And I didn't know. So I patiently waited. Well, I texted her father, asked when she was coming home. And so she came home. And When she first came home, I didn't say anything at first. I just kept thinking in my mind, like, if this was me and my mom when I was 10, like, I could only imagine how she would have handled this, right? And so I was like, knowing my mom and how she would have handled it, I didn't want to handle it like that. I wanted to have a conversation with my daughter. And that's what I did. So we sat down. I talked to her. I asked her some questions. She gave me answers. I asked more questions. She gave me more answers. And at the end of the conversation, I felt like my baby's at an age where so many things are changing within her. But so many things within her body, within her mind, is changing and shifting. And she's trying to figure it out. But she's trying to do it by herself. She's trying to do it on her own. When I'm right here. And it kind of hurts me to know that this is hard for her. This is a struggle for her. You know? One of the things I wanted, and I've always wanted, ever since I was pregnant with her, or finding, or even thought about children, or wanting to have kids, is that one thing I've always wanted for my kids is to have just unconditional love, like just be surrounded with so much love. And they have that. She has that. I tell her every day I love her. I tell her that she's beautiful. She has me. She has not one but two fathers, two male in her life that love her. She has her dad, her biological father, and she has her bonus dad, my husband. She has them, her grandmother, spoil her and give her whatever, her great grandmother on her father's side. They are so close, and she has all this love. But sometimes it's not enough, because there's still other factors within herself. They may cause her to feel a certain way. There are still factors outside of her, or outside of our home, or outside of our family, that may make her feel a certain way. And it just makes me realize that I have to put more actions behind words. I have to shower her with even more love. I have to talk to her. And she hates when we have talks, because that's one of the issues in her note, is that she gets mad when we have talks. But then I had to let her know that the talks that we have is just me having a conversation with you in order to inform or give you knowledge on certain things. It's not punishment. It's not me fussing at you. It's me trying to share knowledge with you that will benefit you. Right? And so that just opened the floor for her to talk to me and tell me about quite a few things that she did not like. And we just had a conversation. We had a dialogue about those topics. Amira is my firstborn and my only girl. And so I just think that, like I said, she may be transitioning into a teenager. And so hormones are changing, thoughts and feelings are changing, and she's just trying to figure it out. And I just have to allow her to do that, but at the same time be like, I'm here. I'm here when you need me. You can talk to me. I'm here, without being overbearing or, just always on her back about it. Just giving her space and room to try to figure it out, but knowing that I'm her cushion when she needs me, And I'm pretty sure this is the first of many tests that I would be put to when it comes to my child. It's just that I didn't expect this one. I really didn't. I didn't expect it at all. And I just had to share that with you guys. Being a mom, I won't say that I'm perfect because I'm not. But I work at giving my children and being the type of mom that I felt I needed. Not to say that my mom wasn't a bad mom, because any mom, any parent, we do the best that we can, But I tried to give my babies something that I needed when I was growing up. I needed to be told sometimes I love you. I needed to be able to come to my mother and talk to her about things, but I didn't. I couldn't. And maybe I'm naive to think that it's even possible, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with trying to change the way things have been within my family. I'm okay with that. If it means that my daughter grows up being a little more stable, even a little more stable than what I was, I'm okay with that. I'm 100% fine with that. Again, I don't say we have to be best friends, but there needs to be some type of comfort or some type of safe space where our children can talk to us. In certain situations, our kids are scared of us. They're scared to talk to us. But we have to create a safe space so that they do. Because sometimes we may not pick up on it. Sometimes you will, and sometimes you won't. You won't pick up on it all the time. So you have to create, I feel we have to create spaces or a type of environment within our household that lets our children know that when you're struggling with something, whether it's something in school or emotionally, it's okay to come and talk to your mother or your father. Whoever you feel more comfortable talking to, talk to them. Let them know what's going on. Let them know of the thoughts and the feelings that you're having, so that that person can help you try to figure it out. I think that's important. I was looking up some information and I found that suicide is the second leading cause of death of ages 10 to 24. This statistic came out in 2016. I got this from the Parent Resource Program. It's a website online. I was trying to look up some information and I found it. And if you guys want to check it out, it's prp.jasonfoundation.com. And it has quite a few facts and information on here about youth and mental health with youth. So I thought it was very interesting. But I had no idea that it was that high. It also says that more teenagers and young adults die from suicide than from cancer, heart disease, AIDS, birth defects, strokes, pneumonia, the flu, and chronic lung disease combined. I see on the news or I see on Facebook sometimes about these young babies taking their lives. And it's sad. And I would always say, like, how did that mama not know? How did she not know? And I understand now. I understand. And I don't know if they're getting these ideas from TV or movies or what. But we have to let them know that it's not an option. It shouldn't be an option. And just shower them with so much love and reassurance, and tell them that they're beautiful. Tell them that they're important. Tell them that they matter. I feel like the world that we have to raise our babies in is a world that sometimes I don't want to be in. With everything that's going on, I sometimes wish I could just stay in the house with my babies and just stay in our own little bubble in our own little world. But I can't do that. We have to prepare them. We have to love them. If they need reassurance, give it to them. Tell them that they're beautiful. Tell them that their kinky hair is beautiful. Tell them that their skin, no matter what color, no matter what shade, is beautiful. I remember the first time Amir got picked on at school. I want to say she was in kindergarten, maybe preschool, kindergarten. And Amir has very coarse, 4C, kinky hair, right? It's beautiful hair. It's the way it is, right? And I forgot the hairstyle she had. But anyway, she went to school and she came home upset. And every day she would come home, I always asked her, as I did up until the day we took her out of school. I would ask her, how was your day? And I could tell she was upset. And I was like, what's wrong, baby? Why are you upset? And she told me. She said because she got picked at about her hair in school. And from that day, I would tell her how beautiful she was. I mean, I told her before, because I even asked her. I was like, what does mommy always tell you? That I'm beautiful. So the next time someone says anything about your hair or your skin or anything about you, you let them know that you are beautiful and that you are loved. And from that day, I made it my business to tell her that. And from that day, she has been self-conscious about her hair. It got to the point where I would do her hair, and if she didn't like it, she was like, Mommy, I'm not going to school like this. And I would have to take it out and redo it. If it was okay for that, then she would be fine. If not, I would have to change it again. Usually the second time I got it. But if she didn't like the first one, I would have to change it. Raising kids can be hard. But raising kids in a society that pushes certain views on them or make them think that they have to dress a certain way, or their hair has to be a certain way, or they have to wear certain brands, or they have to be with certain people in school to be cool. Like, all of that is just a lot of pressure. Like, it was bad when I was in school, so I can only imagine how bad it is now. And now I feel like I feel like I gotta just shower her with even more love. Now, the only people that know about this is me and her stepfather. I didn't tell her father. I didn't tell her grandmother. And I don't think I have to. I don't think it's that big of an issue. We've talked about it, and we're going to continue to talk about it. And I'm just going to continue to shower her with love. show her how much she's loved and how much she's needed here and how important she is and how much she matters and how no matter what she looks like, what shade of skin, how her hair is, like she's beautiful and she is needed and wanted and loved. I never thought that I would be going through this experience with my daughter, but I am. The things I said in my motherhood other episode were most definitely tested. I believe that I handled the situation pretty good, considering. And I just want all mothers to just pay attention to your babies. Not saying that you're not, but sometimes with us living our day-to-day lives, sometimes we miss something. Sometimes we don't know. I know now I'm going to pay even more attention. I'm going to ask more questions. I'm going to have more talks. I have to. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys can relate to this, if you guys have any questions or you want to give me any type of comments, please be sure to do so. I welcome them all. Also, like, share, subscribe, leave me a review, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for listening.